Welcome back to another Super Auto Pets video. It is Backpack Brain here with you again, and you may notice the rating number next to my username is precariously high and close to a upgrade. Put it that way. I've been doing better than I thought this week. I had an insane run just before this where I got like an insane stat boost really early. A bunch of kiwis. Well, this is exactly kind of the start that I want. I'm happy to roll. This is almost exactly the start that I had, except I had actually more kiwis and mice, and I just did a bunch of selling. Very happy. I'll be a soothing sailor. I'm a sucker for what's it called when you this exposes how long it's been since I've interacted with the terms describing the English language so specifically. When you start words with the same letter over and over. What's the technique? I swear I'm a smart guy. I swear. Hold on. Alliteration. Listen, sometimes your brain just hasn't accessed like a piece of data in a long time, and so as a result, things happen. Strawberry is exactly what we need, and we won that, so I'm okay with doing a bit of statistical creation. Put that there as an investment, as a smart use of our money. We'll get a buff there, get a combine, hopefully another fish shows up, or level into a cassowary. This is the strategy that really helps us. Hold on, I need to confirm that my microphone is working correctly. Now you might say, why don't you confirm this earlier? And you'd be correct. Is that better? No, this might be a bit loud, dare I say, but it should be fine. So I apologize if I turned up the if I made you turn up the volume and only to then make it an irrelevant change that you made in your life. Okay, I would like you, and then I will sell you, but I'm not gonna buy this with the gold. Okay, let me think about the way that this adds up. I would like this. Now, do I want a cone snail, or do I want permanent stats in the sacrifice of... This is like 1-4, this is 1-1 permanently. A temporary cone snail sounds like an acceptable middle ground. Because I'm not just buying apples for no reason, you know. I would like to experience a little bit of consistency. And not losing is one of those things that comes with the territory. Now, you were the 2 kiwis, I saw you there briefly. Now, I think without that luck, we don't win that game, that round. We put a bit of a week on you. And for that I am certainly grateful. Do a bit of a buy, sell. Now, do I want to just... I could just swap you out for you. I don't mind freezing a meat bone. Okay. I could buy you to sell you later, or I could buy you and try and get some stats. I think that's what I would do. I'll freeze you now. I know that the dromedary is now less efficient because I'm not going to be buying the kiwi for the purposes of the kiwi, but... And if that's the case, there's no reason to keep you frozen. Hopefully everything adds up. Level 2 bat on the way is a good sign. Level 2 fishes are nice to have, but obviously irrelevant for the fish. And this is kind of maybe it's a subconscious thing, right? Like a sunken cost fallacy type of thing. I would rather have a statted up fish than a statted up duck, even though neither of them have an effect late game if you don't do anything with them and you just use them for their stats. Because my logic is that the duck can be sold, and so not selling it at some point is inherently a waste. Whereas if you do the same thing with a fish, the fish has no alternate value proposition, which is, you know, maybe it's a fantasy of some kind, but no problem. Okay, we want the buffs now. I'm considering the hatching chick. I think for now I will take the hatching chick, actually. None of this. I mean, this is tough. If I rolled these before that, then I would have used the mouse to sell and buy and buff my fish even more. There's a chance of leveling Hercules Beetle, but I would only be doing that for some attack scaling, which I can like it, you know. There's benefit to it for sure. I did find a niche use for the owl for early, very early. If you get lucky early, you can compound that luck. But apart from that, nothing. Okay, so what are we actually going to do this turn? I think we'll keep it simple. That seems exactly what we want. Okay, this person's doing what I was doing. They got a bunch of kiwis, they got a bunch of mice, and they're literally just statted up insane mode. Okay, we've taken out another man with 5 health. Now I don't expect you to. Where are you? Oh, that was temporary stats. Okay, not as impressive, but still impressive. I mean, I want to talk, but now what do I want to keep? What do I want to sell? I think you served your purpose. Well, you didn't serve much of a purpose. I've done this in the wrong order, I admit. I'm going to buy you so that you hopefully. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. And I would like some scaling, even if it's small scaling. You're liable to be sold. You're really needing a level, and you're also liable to be sold. That's how I see it. Take no offense to the reality. It's merely how I view the situation in front of me. But then again, that's also subjective, you know, that's a complicated concept. This is Super Autopets. Let's not get into philosophical debates about what is real. The only thing that's real is that I'm gonna, if I gain a rating, I'll be in 1700 ELO range. You know how monumentous that is? I think you can literally see my ELO development through recordings. I think now I'm at the ELO range where I can start schooling people who are actually bad. But then there's the 1900s, you know, looking at me. It's like the what was the classic meme where it's like a bigger guy with like a spiked club. You know that meme. You know what I'm talking about. You're picking up what I'm putting down for sure. Okay. I think we get rid of the temporary stats. You didn't get any match levels, so it is what it is. I would like to buff you even more, but we don't have consistent. I said no to the worm, and then I got a Jerboa. I'll freeze the Jerboa. I did that. Listen, I can't see the future. That's my. Okay, well, I mean, now I can see the future for sure. No, the problem is, okay, we have the health to sacrifice a couple of turns being inefficient, which is fine. Put you back there. I mean, this is exactly what we want to see, for sure. You should also probably get sold soon. I appreciate what the Sea Lion's done for us. A little bit. No, I don't appreciate it so strongly that I would make a big song and dance about it, but okay. We still haven't fought the big dog. Expected loss. You've got a nice stat bonus creator for yourself as well. Okay, you're gone. You are used for stats. You're in. You're in, and you're in. pretty much okay. I think it's probably too late for a cassowary, let's be honest. But because I would rather, these are necessary for the buffing of our team. Once you get upgraded, you're going to be a magnificent help. You're a stopgap solution. Chocolate is available in the shop starting next turn. There's no point in freezing a pair. No end of turn effects. You can always get used to in a weekly like this ending your turn. Like last run I had off recording, I had a level 3 and a level 2 poodle in the same team. It was just stats. You end the turn, stats are bouncing up, down, left, right. You know. Speaking of bouncing, what is the intended, like, this is a strange topic. Maybe not that strange, but like bouncy castles, right? What are they? Who came up with this idea? Like, when was the first bouncy castle invented? Who thought, like, I mean, I can see why you thought it was fun. I guess trampolines would have had to be invented first. Okay, it lined up the wrong way for me. We have the health to tank a couple of these. Not too many, though. Please give me levels on anything. 4, 2, 2... If I sell you, but nah, I'm not gonna double scale. I think now we need to get levels. Double scaling we will not get us out of this ditch for sure. Give me something good, anything good. This is the actual necessary move. I'll freeze a worm and I'll freeze an apple now that we have a level 2 Jerboa. I mean, I would have done it anyway, but now we get some stats. It's all good. The worm leveling it's nice to have, not a must have. Oh, I got extra gold. Well, now the worm leveling is a guarantee, so I'll take it. I'm gonna do it. Should I do it this turn or not? I would rather have the stats now that I have the double apple frozen. I also have a pepper frozen for whatever reason, but don't ask those questions. You see something you like in the shop, you want to freeze it, even if you don't know where it's gonna go or what it's gonna do. It's like instinct. Okay, this is how I envisioned the actual use of the melon being implemented. We've eliminated someone. Every time we eliminate someone, our elo potential goes way up. Not that you need me to tell you that. Okay. Jerboa level would go insane. Probably I want to put you there. I need the bat to level, man. But I don't want to... You know what? It's fine as it is. It's fine. I'm coping. The reason you want the worm to level is so that Jerboa doesn't fall behind in scaling. That's another important thing. Because if you're only buffing the Jerboa by 1-1 each turn, but the Jerboa is buffing the whole team by 2-2 each turn, that's an opportunity missed. You know what I mean? That being said, it's also, I would rather have a bat level than the worm level, but you know, chocolate is what I would put on the bat. We got the worm organic, you know, it came up from the compost and wanted to join the squad. What am I supposed to do about that? I have to accept the worm. You know, who are playing with the worm? I don't know where that originated from, but it is a classic. Have to respect the best. Okay, this is a formidable team. This is... I see what you're doing here. You're scaling attack and you're scaling health this way and that way. Your team is too powerful for me. I'm speaking my honest reality and I'm, you know, putting it out there. Okay. Don't accidentally buff something that doesn't need the buff. Level you. I would like that. Do I sell the bat for that? Is the question. This is the problem. This isn't... I think I have to sell the turtle. Turtle has to be sold. Because now you give this coconut, which is infinitely better than pretty much anything. Now, we are being outscaled by every squad. So I think we're actually gonna lose this game. the clutch bat of all mankind. We beat a clone, and we're in the top 4. We shouldn't. We've mitigated all the possible loss that we could have mitigated. Put it that way. I mean, I said I would give you a chocolate, and I'm giving you a chocolate. And this is what moves the needle. Leveling as Velociraptor is not gonna happen. We don't have the time or resources to get another strawberry onto something to use my chocolate here. I'll freeze you out of generosity. Leveling the fish is also wholly useless. I'll freeze you too, but our primary focus is getting equipment or perks, to put it in the game's verbiage, onto our squad. Leveling up the correct things is secondary as well. That team was gonna smoke us either way. I am terrified that you are on 1 health. I do not want to face you. Put me up against this team. Maybe I stand a chance. But I don't stand a chance against you. It may be over, I have to be honest. Okay, another apple is greatly appreciated. I don't have the time to level you, and then, you know what I mean. Like, it's... Is this how it ends? How about this? How about this for order? I think this is where it ends, brothers. Oh wait, I see a timer. It might not be over. No, it's wholly over. You didn't even lose. My elo is going down by 3. Okay, well, listen, that was an attempt at ranking up, but it didn't happen. You don't win them every time. I didn't necessarily even choke that hard at gameplay. You lose to someone. What do you call it? Well, I made a claim in an earlier Super Olympus video, maybe it's a while ago. Someone can find it if they're so interested or inclined, that if you really are good at Super Olympus, you should be able to avoid most of the time finishing dead last. Maybe if I'm stretching the analogy, I can maybe put it towards also including second to last, but that's also, you know, you can get second to last. But I think you can generally avoid dead last in the lobby found naturally. Now, if you're playing against people of equal skill to you, that obviously doesn't apply. But I'm saying if you're just entering the matchmaking of 8 players. Anyway, forget that. We'll try next time. Or maybe I'll just get it off of video and you'll have to believe me. But this is the last time I'll be recording this weekly. So next weekly, it may be pogging up or it may not. You decide. Next time on ERB. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow, retweet, etc. Everything helps the algorithm. And yeah, enjoy.